Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DRW Radio 96. We are at the post-game report of Renegades Way Night 1. I am joined alongside the new HOPW Universal Champion, Chris DeLeon. DeLeon, it was a remarkable night here tonight at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, where so much wrestling history was made, and tonight we made even more history. You and Miguel danced in the Hell in a Cell, a few MRs, a couple Lions Den, and then you locked him in the Great Wall and made him tap out. You are the new Universal Champion. Your thoughts?
Oh, man. Mid-South Coliseum, man. I mean, what can I say? I mean, like, I'm literally holding back tears right now. I mean, what can I say? So much wrestling history, and now I got this belt that's really got so much history behind it, and it's a shame that a guy like Josh Collins, who's so talented, just walked away, with such a promising career and a promising future as a champion. He was going to face me at American Dream, and of course, that all kind of just fell apart. HOPW kind of fell apart. Josh walked away, and I missed the opportunity to face him. And I thought, hey, I remember coming to you and saying, hey, Miguel, he's really even now, Miguel's talented. You can't take that away from Miguel. I never doubted Miguel, but there was that part of me that's like, I can't let this kid beat me. But I knew that there was a very, very good chance that he could beat me. And there was the MR off the top. When I came off the top rope and he hit me with that MR, I thought that was it. I really did. I thought he was going to... I thought that was it. When he hit me with that MR, and I did all I could to get back in the match. And, if Miguel ever asks me for a rematch, I'll absolutely, 100%, absolutely say yes. And so now I have to look forward to Torrance Banks, which... I have to look forward to walking into that ring with Torrance Banks and beating him. There's no doubt in my mind that I'll beat Torrance. There's none at all. I'm sore. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna take a shower. Probably sit in a bath. Actually, take some arthritis pain medicine because I'm getting older, and that match kind of took its toll on me. Probably one of the highlights of my career because I really like Miguel now. I liked him coming into the match, but the fact that he gave me everything, and and the fact that he shook my hand after the match says everything. That I want people to know that when he shook my hand, that meant everything. And anytime Miguel wants a rematch, he's got it anytime. Now, moving on to Torrance. Torrance, I meant what I said. He means nothing to me. Torrance is a nobody to me. Torrance has ducked me for 4 years. Torrance has talked about me ducking him. Well, granted, I did walk away from DRW. A couple months ago, there were some things going on backstage that I really didn't want to be part of. I'm not going to name any names, but I was set up to face Torrance, and then Torrance said that I ran scared and, running his mouth like Torrance does. And Torrance is not competition. The only reason I'm facing Torrance is because I want to just finally shut him up, which I don't think I'm going to do, but the fact that I'm going to be able to beat him, no doubt in my mind that I'm going to be able to beat him and go on to that once-in-a-lifetime ladder match, it's pretty exciting. The only reason I don't sound more excited is because I am tired. I'm very, very tired right now.
You went 35 minutes tonight. You went 35 minutes tonight with one of the biggest upstarts in DRW history, Miguel Roderick. 35 minutes to the T.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. You can't ever, I mean, if anybody ever came to me and said, like, discount Miguel in any way, I would have to take issue with that, because Miguel is one of those bright stars that you know that he is going to be a legitimate star. Like, he's going to be a legend. I'm telling you right now, he's working towards being a bona fide legend right now. And I mean, the kid has everything he needs. He just needs to hone his craft a little bit more, and he needs to grow up just a little bit more. But he's been around a shorter time than Torrance, has learned more in a shorter time than Torrance has, which is why, you know, you put me against a guy like Miguel, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know, I had to prepare for Miguel. You know, Torrance is a joke to me. Torrance means nothing to me. Torrance is fodder. Torrance is just another. I'm going against a guy who has no talent. I mean, he might have talent somewhere, but compared to me, he has no talent. I mean, he couldn't compete with Miguel. I mean, I guarantee you, Miguel could beat him easier. And, you know, do I think Torrance is going to give me a problem? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think Torrance is going to give me a problem at all. I'll be surprised if Torrance goes 10 minutes with me, because he doesn't have the cardio, he doesn't have the mental capacity to stand in the ring with a fucking legend. Because that's what I am now.
The Lions Den match is going to be one of the most historic matches. And fans, if you have not caught on, if you do not know what's going on, night 2, tomorrow night, we will be live at the Dallas Sportatorium, where 20 to 30 years ago it was the fabulous Freebirds and the Von Erichs tearing the house down every night. We will be in that Sportatorium, where the opener for the tag team titles, the Technical Catastrophe, will defend versus Sid Foster and Chris Knox. Then the epic Lions Den match in a...
Sid called me today.
Sid called you today.
Sid called me today.
Oh, what did Sid have to say? He's on his way. He's on his way to Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna be there.
Sid is, Sid's got some plans.
Sid's got plans.
Let me just put it this way. What Sid said to me was that if he doesn't win the tag titles, it's not an issue. He said that there will be pain felt. And nobody will forget that they were in the ring with Sid Foster. He said titles aren't an issue for him, and that pain is what is going to be endured by other people.
Now, the Lions Den match will take place at an undisclosed gym location down the road from the Dallas Sportatorium in an octagon between Chris DeLeon and Torrance Banks, where the winner will advance to the once-in-a-lifetime ladder match later that night. Then, in a no-holds-barred grudge match 3 months in the making, Arceus will make his pay-per-view debut versus Chris Zero. Then, it is the epic once-in-a-lifetime ladder match where Miguel Roderick will meet Brian King, who will meet the winner of Banks and DeLeon versus Samael Eagle versus Messiah and Christian Rainey. Then, the co-main event, the Ultimate Challenge, Stoner defending the DRW title versus the international champion Alex Cross, who will also be defending his title. Then, in the main event's been official now. After night 1, after TJ Shadow successfully defended his Lock Terror Television title, it is now set in stone tomorrow night. Steve Starkiller Smith defends the undisputed title versus the Lock Terror Television champion TJ Shadows, who will be defending his title. This match has got to be one of the biggest matches booked for 2015. What are your thoughts?
I think I want to go take a bath. I think I'm tired. I think Miguel gave me 100%, and I can't tell you how excited I am about the possibility of sitting in the ring with Miguel again. And as far as everybody else goes and everything else goes, I can't consider myself, I'm too old to be considering myself with other matches on the card. My main thing is getting my focus back, and and making something of this title. People make the mistake of thinking that the title makes the man. Well, from where I'm from, the man makes the title, and I want to make this title mean something. And it's my next mission is to unify the titles.
Now, you speak of that. Huge announcement was made earlier tonight on DRW.com and live on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram. August 16th, live from Tokyo, Japan, live at the Tokyo Dome, the Big Egg Arena, at Destination War. The HOPW Universal Champion will fight the DRW Locked Terror Television Champion and the DRW International Champion in a very, very momentous, huge unification match for the DRW Universal Heavyweight Championship. Also, more announcements for that card as Key Morbid, for the first time, will defend her Ultra Javen Championship versus Tyler H. Also, the HOPW World Champion, which will be crowned August 5th, live on Rebellion, will fight the DRW Undisputed and DRW Champion, because August 5th at Rebellion, the Undisputed Champion will battle the DRW Champion for both belts to go on August 16th to fight the HOPW World Champion. Now, another name is confirmed for the HOPW World Championship match August 5th. Josh C. will be entering that match, along with another surprise entrant I will announce tomorrow night, as we will be here live tomorrow night after Night 2 goes off the air, and we come back with the post-game show of Night 2, and we talk about the upcoming card for Rebellion and for Destination War August 16th, which is the biggest party of the summer. You don't want to miss it, as it will be live from Tokyo, Japan, and it will be streamed live on the DRW Network and on pay-per-view. Any final thoughts, DeLeon?
Yeah, how about seeing old Jim tonight?
Jim Foster was in the building.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. I actually took a photo with him backstage. It's on.
Really?
Yes, I did. I took a photo with Jim backstage. He came into my office when we had some discussions. Tune in tomorrow night to find out what those discussions might be about.
He actually came and thanked me for all I did for him, and it was kind of nice. Me and Jim talked, but he actually took some time to, thank me for, all I did, all I'd done for him. And, I know that I've helped people in their career, but, Jim was really sincere, and it was really nice, to have somebody say, hey, thank you so much for all you've done. And it sounds to me, without letting the cat out of the bag, I know that you said he spoke to you, and I know that discussion was private, behind closed doors, and he talked to me about some things, so I have a feeling that the things that he spoke to me about, he probably spoke to you about, which if
we had a very lengthy conversation before Renegades Way Night 1 came on the air, and I don't think I got out to the crowd until the match between Justin and Rob Van Dam. I didn't get out to the crowd. I watched the TJ and Susie Spitz match from the because me and him, we watched that match together, and we picked the match apart, and we talked about what we liked about it and what we didn't like about it.
He's so smart.
He's got a mind for the business.
He's one of the smartest guys. I mean, I thought I knew the business. I really did. And, and I met Jim, and I started talking to him, and he wanted to be a wrestler and all that, and then I kind of started talking to him about the business part, and he's had a handful of matches, of some really good matches, but he really more is a businessman, and like I said, I'm excited about what he talked to me about, and the possibilities are endless with Jim. I know that he'll plant his feet somewhere. Not real sure where, but I know that he's going to be. I know that he's probably going to kill me for saying this, but I know he's working on getting his feet back in the business, and I know that he's working on.
He came to me earlier today, and before he left, because he went and finished the show in the crowd along with me and you before you went into your main event, because you were there. He asked me before he left. He's like, "I want a ticket to tomorrow night." I gave him a front row ticket to the Dallas Sportatorium. So he's going to be there for night 2. As a wrestling fan, he's going to be there. Maybe me and him can have more of a discussion, and maybe we can...
He really, he's so big. He knows this, but he loves... he's a wrestling man.
He is. The reaction, just the expression on his face when he watched you and Miguel dance in the Hell in a Cell match, it was something that I couldn't forget, because he tossed streamers along with everybody else when you guys shook hands when the end of the match. Y'all's match tonight changed the landscape of the professional wrestling world. But what really impressed me was when I went backstage after the Justin Rob Van Dam match to calm down and to get away from the crowd for a little bit and let them do their rowdy thing. And guess who I saw in gorilla position watching everything? Curtis Strong. He was there. He was in Memphis, Tennessee, in the Mid-South Coliseum. He was in the back, in gorilla position, watching the pay-per-view. He came to me, he looked at me, and he goes, "I'm ready for my title. I'm ready for the HOPW World title." Curtis Strong could be a very big deal here. He's been a huge star everywhere he's been, but he's got to realize this is an HOPW. This is Dark Rebellion Wrestling. This is where wrestling matters. And hopefully Curtis Strong can hang with the likes of the mighty Chris DeLeon, the mighty Miguel Roderick, and other stars of that nature. Live on DRW Radio. I gotta admit, tonight was an amazing night. The crowd only got 3 championship matches, but the crowd was overall happy. I didn't hear a negative response the whole match, or the whole pay-per-view. Night 2, so many fans were begging for more tickets to be sold, because we sold out last night, and I gotta say, we only were able to get 5 more tickets, and they were sold out just like that, because I was tossing them out in the crowd, because I'm a nice guy like that. But big news on who is going to be Night 2 Renegades Way. For you DRW loyal fans, you know who all these superstars are, who will be making cameo appearances. DMG set to be there. Firestar Hart set to be there. The longest reigning undisputed champion in history, Austin Uhas, is set to be there. Christian Cage is set to be there. Adam Rush is set to be there. V-Tech is set to be there.
Wow.
V-Tech has got his ticket. He called me. He goes, "Man, I'm retired, but I'm coming to see the show. Just don't bug me." And he's going to be there. He's going to be there as a wrestling fan. It's going to be a great night. I cannot wait tomorrow night to be in Dallas, Texas for this event. For Night 2. So many great matches scheduled. You and Torrance, me and Arceus, the once-in-a-lifetime ladder match, the co-main event and the main event. It's just a huge night. And I'm so glad DRW was able to get here. And tomorrow night, I plan on giving a heartfelt speech to open the show. Hopefully everybody tunes in live on pay-per-view and on the DRW network. For those of you who are unable to get their tickets for the Dallas Sportatorium. Anything you'd like to say, DeLeon?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I would really like to say something. I want to just kind of go on topic and say that I want to let everybody know that right now he's in a tag team with Danny Noxon. My son. Yeah, my son Jacob. Just take a few minutes and talk about Jacob. I'm really, really proud of Jacob.
I'm glad you brought up the World's Most Wanted, because
let me say something real quick. Jacob, I really thought that Jacob watched wrestling with me. He watched me wrestle. He's watched me be away from home a lot. You know, he knows what it's like. He knows what the business is like. But you know, when he told me that he was going into the business, I almost told him not to do it, and I could see the passion in his eyes when we talked, and I just want to say I'm really, really proud of Jacob, and I'm really proud of his brother. And for those who want to know, yes, Jacob has a brother, and his brother has been around. His brother is actually in the business, very well known. His brother is not actually. Jacob is my child. He's my actually my blood son, and his brother is adopted, and his brother has been around for a little while. And I'm very, very, very excited about what his brother's doing. And apparently, from what his brother said, very soon his brother wants everybody to know who he is as well. So I'm excited about Jacob and his future, and I'm excited about my other son and his future. And so I just, I'm really proud of Jacob and Danny. Danny has an open invitation to come to Thanksgiving dinner if they can get the time off. Speaking of time off, Chris DeLeon is not going to take any time off very soon because I want to defend this title a couple times. But I think Chris DeLeon may, in the future, probably within the next 6 months, probably have to take a couple weeks off. But right now, I'm really liking what's going on in the business right now. I think just real quick, the decision to go ahead and completely take over HOPW and merge it with DRW. At first, I was a little skeptical, but I just gotta say, you've done a hell of a job, and I'm proud of you as well.
Thank you.
And I'm glad to have influenced you and been able to have the talks that I have with you backstage. I also want to say thank you so much for the surprise pizza delivery the other day. I really needed that. That was right on time. My wife said thank you for the flowers.
Oh, no problem.
She really appreciated them. And just to let you know that when we get around to your neck of the woods, we're going to have to hang out and actually hang out, like away from wrestling. No wrestling. Maybe go to a jiu-jitsu gym and actually like watch me do jiu-jitsu.
Let's do it.
Anyways, but yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight too. Do I underestimate Miguel? Not Miguel, but Torrance? No, I don't. Do I think that he can beat me? Absolutely not. I don't think he has it in him. And all due respect to Torrance, I think Torrance just needs to go ahead and hang it up. I really do. That's nothing personal. I just don't think he has it anymore. And again, this is not a dig at him or a shoot on him or anything, but I don't think he ever had it. I've been saying that for 4 years. So, hey, if he proves me wrong and he beats me, I'll be man enough to shake his hand and call him the better man, but I doubt that he can beat me. So,
ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it live here on DRW Radio. We have talked it all out. We talked Renegades 1 night 1. We gave our predictions for night 2. Catch us live right here tomorrow night for the post-game show of night 2, where huge matches will go down. History will be made live at the Dallas Sportatorium. The next time you catch us on pay-per-view live, August 16th, live from the Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan. Thank you for your time. Thank you, fans who came out tonight to Memphis, Tennessee, live at the Mid-South Coliseum to witness history. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Chris, for joining me. I love you. I love you, fans. Thank you, and good night.